Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. It is in fact D-Day, the 6th of June, and it is of course the 80th anniversary of D-Day. War Thunder has decided to do a bunch of events to celebrate this, and it includes sales, plus of course the Churchill event, and a bunch of other things too. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to go through all of them. I'll leave chapters so you can skip to the part that you want, but just understand there's a lot of different stuff going on, so there's going to be a lot of moving parts. To start off with, there are some unique bundles that are available for sale, basically from the 6th of June until the 10th of June, so you only have 4 days to have a look at them, and the bundles themselves are a bunch of bundles for America and Britain, and then kind of an overall bundle too. So you have the First Indeed bundle. This one has the first United States Army insignia unique decal and also a unique title of First Indeed and a bunch of American vehicles. Then also you have the Sledgehammer bundle, which has the title Sledgehammer and the Second Army Formation badge. And then you have the Overlord bundle, which is all of them together with the unique decal, the shave insignia, and also the title Overlord. Plus, you also get the decals from the other bundles too. If you want to purchase any of these bundles, make sure to use the partner code, which is in the description. I'll make the unique codes for each of the bundles and put them in a pinned comment if you want to have a look. And what we'll do is we'll do a little review of the vehicles in a later on video, since it's probably going to be a full video by itself. But just understand this. I think all of these packs are not too bad. I think the Sledgehammer bundle is probably the most value out of all of them. The First Indeed has a few vehicles that have been moved around in BR more recently, and they're not exactly in the best shape. And the Overlord bundle, of course, is quite pricey. But if I was going to pick one, it would be the Sledgehammer bundle, especially since, Britain has a lot of room for expansion kind of going forward. And then there's also a D-Day themed ship flag and also decal available. So from the 6th of June to the 10th of June, if you want the decal, which is the D-Day Allies badge, you just have to play 3 battles using US and British vehicles at rank 3 or higher. So you can do planes, ships, tanks, whatever you want. But for the naval flag, you obviously have to play naval. So 10,000 mission points with the US and British vehicles of rank 3 or higher in naval battles to receive the 80th anniversary of D-Day ship flag, which looks really nice. You need to be, of course, rank 3 and also activity not below 70%, and you also can complete it in random battles except for during confrontation itself. So that's something to have a look at, and also you can track your progress in the game as always. There is also a ship which is 50% off, and this is the HMS Belfast. This vehicle will be 50% off once again until the 10th of June. So it looks like everything is going pretty much until then. So that's something to look at. So the HMS Belfast is an interesting one because it's basically a town class, and in the standard tech tree you have the Southampton, which is also a town class. The difference between the town classes and pretty much all of the other 5.7s that you'll find in the British tech tree is they have access to 6-inch cannons instead of 8-inch cannons. Looking at stuff like the London, it has 8 inches, the Kent and the Norfolk and also the York, they all have 8-inch guns. So the difference is that you have a much higher fire rate and generally more guns to be able to deal with other enemies. The Belfast doesn't obviously have as much penetration, but because of the firepower, you are able to put out a lot of damage pretty quickly, and that can be quite nice. You also have access to HEVT on the main guns, meaning that you can deal with planes if you want to, and also on the secondaries, which you have a decent amount of, 4 dual 4-inch cannons, you can also run HEVT2 to be able to keep you safe from the air. Overall, I would say the Belfast is in a pretty nice place, and since you have this insane amount of 5.7s to run with it, which some of them are balanced and some of them are not, it can be something to go into quite a nice area with. Now, one of the things I would say is it's also at a really nice PR. 5.7 at the moment doesn't really get up to too much. You might every once in a while see some battle cruisers at 6.3, but most of the time you are just playing at your BR or below your BR, and that means that stuff like these 6-inch cannons, even though they're not great against battle cruisers, are completely fine against heavy cruisers, light cruisers, and also destroyers. So if you're looking for a premium to pick up for Britain, this is definitely one to look at and definitely one to pick, especially since it is 50% off. It's also got really high rewards, so if you're a person who's worried about SL, you can get more SL with this thing. There is also some continuing events which have just started. For example, the Churchill Avery event started on the 5th of June, but is going to the 17th of June. We're still on the first mark of distinction today, so if you want to get the Churchill Avery, you can get it and start now. I would highly recommend it. I know a lot of people have said it isn't very useful, but at the end of the day, fun is more interesting than useful for me, and I think, especially with groups of people, this one can provide a lot of fun for individuals. So you can also get some decals and also a decoration with this thing, and even if you grind enough over the period of time, you can sell it, so you don't even have to keep it. You can get some Gaijin coin and buy some stuff that you want. The other event which is also going on is, of course, Percy Hobart's Pages of History, which he is, of course, the guy behind Hobart's Funnies, including stuff like the Churchill Avery and many others, and played an instrumental part in D-Day for the Allied cause, creating many machines which were used on D-Day and throughout the war to great effect. So that started on the 1st of June. The Page of History right now is actually the D-Day Page of History. So if you do the American and British vehicles and make sure some of them are from the D-Day area, then you'll be able to do it too. You can track that in the profile tab. If you just go to the achievements, then Page of History and Military Engineer, you can see the things that you have to complete there in order to get the profile picture. That lasts the whole month. And then the other part is, of course, the D-Day Tournament Series. The D-Day Tournament Series is going to be going on too, so if you are interested in testing out your skills or getting your competitive side on, that would be the place to go. Get it sorted and get it in. Usually the D-Day series is one which is recurring, so if you really like it one year, you can always do it next year with a bunch of guys together. So yeah, you can also get the D-Day decal in the tournaments, and also a title which is the Normandy Ace if you win them. So make sure to check that out and get it all sorted. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. I'd just like to thank GMG Smiley, CD Beans, Chieftain Mike, EMN3 Galaxy, Tulio Pontecorvo, Brendan Quinn, Carrion Crow, Gus Irenicus, Pyman, Wartinder, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, Martinez, B. Young, Ozzy Panzer, Alan Hacker, Liam Shear, Opium Prime, Lafouche, Sem, Aslan, Uncle Bean, and Derek R. for supporting the channel.